Hello there, welcome back, what's up? Today I thought it would be interesting to bring up the topic of the Invis Watch, because lately I've been murking quite a bit and playing a little bit now that new TF2 has started, and I've been starting to lean a lot on moving back to the old classic right click and cloak and left click to stab people kind of technique. So I thought I'd have a bit of a chat today, because this is one of the, I've been, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 matches I've played lately with the Invis Watch, and I thought it would be quite interesting. This is the one with the most amount of peaks and troughs, and to describe that a bit better, I'd say there's a lot of very, very lucky things that happen that go really well, and a lot of very unlucky things which I had no control over, and then lots of things in the middle which are either bad decisions leading to bad things, or good decisions leading to good things. So I thought it'd be very interesting to talk about. It's not the best demo I've ever made, but I thought since it's got a lot of controversy to it, it might be quite fun to talk over, because it's not all just me frag. Although I might top frag in this, I can't remember. But there you go, that's a good place to actually start talking about the map. What we're doing today is we're playing upward defense first, so the strat here is just run cloak and dagger and try not to kill people for as long as you can. There, those two picks were basically free and they were about to push, so I thought it was a good time to kill the heavy. And you see, yep. Here I thought, oh, maybe I'll get quite lucky and get the medic as well. I got unlucky, he used very soon and I couldn't do anything, so you know, maybe I'll just do a quick decloak and get the heavy again. There we go. Very, very good start. And oh no, I get very unlucky because I jump just as the mini sentry sees me and it pushes me behind a wall, so I'm unable to move forwards. That was just bad luck and me not realising the mini was going to push me that far back. Anyway, continuing. So my strat on first there was basically I want to comm 3 really specific things. Also, this is really unlucky. There's nothing I could have done. Literally nothing I could have done. I wouldn't have known the heavy was there, and there's nothing I could have done, so that's alright. But what I wanted to do was call for jumpers, the soldier in the demo, the sniper, very important, and if the combo's pushing and where from. Those are the 3 things you want to call. So having the cloak and dagger on first lets you do all of those things. Fragging people's great. There's the sniper on first, but it's less important than calls. Your team will find it a million times more important if you can say they're pushing out now, their sniper's on the top deck, than if you get like an engineer pick. Oh, look at this, revolver, poof. That would have been a headshot or 2 body shots with the ambi, but the revolver does enough damage that I could just kill him there without really having to think about it. I think I missed like a shot or 2 even, and I still managed to kill him. So the revolver's still incredibly strong, even if they do. I'm hoping they don't use RNG to nerf the ambi, but if they do, I think I'll just switch over to using the revolver. Like, it's always been really, really, really good, so an excuse to use it all the time is not that bad. Like, as I show in this, it's really not too difficult to do quite well with it, and most of my kills do come from stabs, but I do get a lot of follow-up picks with a revolver. That's kind of what I'm using it for here. Rather than, you know, if you're playing Gunspy, use the ambi basically as your primary, like you'll have equal or more ambi frags than your knife. This one I'm trying to stab people. Here we go, this is another lucky thing. I'm like, they're pushing through upper tunnel, I'm going to risk my life and hope I can get a pick, and it works, I get the demo. That's really good luck. Had any of them turned around slightly, I wouldn't have gotten any of them, and here, look, very bad luck. Their combo happens to jump out of nowhere, flash the sniper I was about to kill, and kill me. Nothing I could have done. I should have gone for the sniper though. I think that was a good decision. It was just bad luck that his team came back for him at such a fast pace. And here, instead of standing still or moving towards the team, I moved away because I thought, oh, maybe the sniper might kill me by accident. I also called that there was a soldier in the house. Here, this is another little unlucky thing. I was like, ew, I'm going to risk maybe I'll be able to get the medic. Didn't work out. There's a lot of gambling, I find, this game. I'm doing an awful lot of gambling. Sometimes it works out, as we saw earlier, and sometimes it doesn't. The gamble there was, I hope their team continues to look around the corner for literally 2 more seconds, and then I could have picked one of them. Instead, they turned around. There's nothing I could have done. I could have just not done that, and just waited a little bit longer, but I think that's what I should have done, maybe. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer, but that's alright. All of this is all about looking back at our mistakes and trying to learn from them, and then looking at the things we've done good and try and learn from them as well. So here, what do I want to pick? The sniper's got no Razorback on, so that would be an amazing pick. So I think I'd just go for him. Wonderful. That was worth my life. If I die here, that's great. And the way I do die is very unfortunate. So you see how my team's just Ubered away, there's nothing around? A scout jumps over, kills me, and then runs away. No idea how he knew I was there. I assumed he would have thought I would run off, but apparently he decides to ignore our Uber and kill the spy. Again, nothing I could have done. That was just a very odd place for a scout to be. And here, what I'm trying to do is call the sniper, and I want to look for their combo. If I can, call his medigun percentage. But I think my team says they're all in tunnel, so I don't need to look for the combo now. So instead of just stay at the top and try and get picks, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to act like a bit of a gateway, where if their team tries to overextend a little bit, I'm going to try and kill them. So I call the soldier jumping, very important. I think it stops him from getting a pick. And here I'm like, okay, now their combo's on, you know, left side of cliff, medics just pushing around, healing the sniper, and you see he's gone to Razorback now, so it's a little bit harder to kill him. But I still do want to kill him, potentially even over the medic, because the medic's percentage isn't that high. He's about 42%. I think CJ probably has at this point. Was this a game with CJ? I can't remember who I'm working for at this one. Dreamy? This might be the game, or is this a game with Joe? No, I was playing with Joe and Layla in this one, so this would have been Layla. So I think, like, yeah, Layla did have an Uber there, so me picking the medic wouldn't have been that important. Our team was on a kind of power position there, so the medigun percentage wouldn't have been that important. This was unlucky as well. I was like, I'm going to revolver down the demo, who's on 70. Scout appears out of nowhere and kills me. That's a bit unlucky, but I did want to get the demo because it might have slowed their push a bit. This is one of those things you kind of do on this map. You kind of hide under the stairs here and hope that someone peeks the doorway. Instead, their team played really passively and just waited in the corner the entire time until an NG, like 3 minutes later, decides to just randomly shoot the corner no one has and kills me. Bit unlucky. Like, normally people stand in the doorway and spam, but apparently this game no one wanted to do that. So I make up for it for just trying to play very aggressive here and stop them from pushing even further. This spot here is not a good place to stand. It's terrifying. People will bump into you, as you're about to see. Got my bums up inside my body here because the pyros are right next to me shooting fire. Backs into me and sets me on fire from behind, as the great flamethrower particles are, and our team slowly starts to lose a bit of its position. Our sniper gets picked. The spy's at the back spamming RNG, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to try and scare him off. I didn't want to kill the spy, necessarily, because I couldn't have. Doesn't do enough damage. I at least wanted to scare him off our engineer, so, maybe the spy might have pushed RNG in another world, but I at least forced him to stay back on the staircase. And what I'm trying to do here is stop the cut. The most important thing you can do on this point as spy, by far, killing the medic's great, but it's just clearing the cart. Here, the Razorback appears, and it's like, pfft, and I'm like, don't do that, so I want to get the heavy. And instead of chasing the sniper under, I know he's on 7, I cloak away, because the engineer's chasing me, and I want to get the sniper again. Oh, he just appears. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to risk my life, because a sniper pick here would be great. Poof. Very, very good luck there. Had the scout shot me half a second sooner, I would have not gotten a sniper pick, and it would have been not a good idea, but that means our team can hold last a little bit easier, knowledge that they aren't just randomly going to get picked. And the engineer here, apparently headphones are off or something. Get him. Stopping the cart. Stopping the cart is mainly what I want to do this game. Here we're going to take a gamble. There's a demo upstairs. No one's watching. I'm going to try and get the demo. Poof. Works out. That's great. Sometimes that won't. Sometimes it will. It's kind of a risk-reward system. There was no one around to pick up, so I was like, it's going to be worth me trying at least to get the demo. If there was an entire team around, I might have waited a bit longer for a better time. And here I'm like, oh, free spy pick, let's go. I like doing that. Backstabbing Dead Ringer spies is like my favourite thing in the world. I think it's very funny, because they're like, oh, I'm going to shoot you. Here's another risk. Is it going to work? No, he turns slightly. That's alright. We do back out, unfortunately. Had that, risk of worked out, we could have gotten a heavy or a demo, even a medic pick, but it didn't. But, they don't always work out. And I think we die here to a very, very silly thing. I think that's here. What I'm wanting to do is waiting for the soldier to go under and peek the sentry. They always do. So I'm like, okay, he's shot 2 rockets, he's going to go shoot another 2. Yeah, no. Scout apparently just goes down, drop down for no reason and kills me. A bit weird, but it happens, and, just as a last-ditch effort, I switch to the DR, run on the cart. Might distract some people, might not. That's unfortunate. I think if our soldier had jumped there, I might have posed a really good distraction, because they would have shot me and not the soldier jumping, but I think our entire team was dead, so it didn't really matter. There's nothing you can do there. There was like 2 seconds left on the cap. You go for a speed boost or something. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting middle to whip me. Good thing. The cloak and dagger, if you're unsure, the amount of cloak you lose is tied to your speed / amount moved. So if you are whipped, you do lose more cloak, but it's equal to the amount as if you just ran that distance normally. You get there a lot faster. And here, I'm like, oh, the spy's backing into me, I need to decloak because the heavy will see me. Poof, spy pick. I love doing that. It's no reason, really, it's just kind of funny. Because if I hadn't have picked him there, the spy or the heavy might have seen me. Here I'm like, oh, I'm going to get the soldier. No, he jumps away. A lot of bad luck happens here. I'm like, oh, I'll help my team get the scout. No, he backs away as well. I don't know, maybe I'll just run up top and try and pick the medic or the demo or something. And scout spy checks me, so he's probably calling that there's a spy up top. So I'm like, oh, the demo's quite forwards. I'm going to go up here and decloak. The sniper appears out of nowhere and just I die. That was bad luck. That was just a series of bad events. I could have waited longer again, but I really wanted to help my team keep the aggression up. But again, maybe I should have just waited a bit longer there. That's alright. Our team does manage to push regardless and get the sentry down. And I'm like, oh, that spy's on 45. I can one-shot him. And I miss. That's alright. The pyro's on 1 health. Someone else picks him up. That's alright. And we're like, oh, revolver, bullet spread. That's why I'm missing 100%. Poof. butter knife to the face. He's using the dead ringer, so I know he didn't die, but... I like the butter knives. You have to go for the butter knives. It's required, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and here, I'm doing calls, very important calls, like there's stickies around the corner, they're combos in-house, there's a soldier up top. Very useful things to call. Don't call random shit like, oh, their engineer's on 12 health around the corner. It's useless. Just call things like where the combo is, where the sniper is, and if it's important, if the sentry's in a weird place. Other than that, you know, just try and keep the comms clear. Here, everyone's quite far back, so I'm like, oh, free NG pick, free sentry pick. What else can I do with this life, other than just keeping the sentry down? Maybe I'll just go for a medic pick. It's unlikely, but we'll give it a go. And this spot here, by the way, is very good to decloak in. It just kind of lets you appear out of nowhere. No one's stopping me. Heavy sees me. Oof! A good medic pick. Look at that. No damage lost. Here I'm a little lost, though. I've got no one left to frag. I've got the NG, and I've got the medic, and he isn't setting anything up right now. What else is there left to do? They're all standing in really weird places. I could try and chase him up top, but there's people guarding the stairs. I was kind of hoping the demo would go and spam the tunnel, but he doesn't, so I'm just like, let's put the sniper disguise and stand up here. But at this point our team's starting to push, so I'm like, I need to kill something, I want the demo, but the pyro appears out of nowhere, and I get the sentry, and our team pushes, so... What's most important, at least I managed to get some kills, because if I can make any of their team panic, it'll have been worth it. You know, them filling up their comms with spy somewhere is enough to help our team push, and it seems to have worked. And here's some pretty good luck. They see there's loads of people around, I've only got 12 health, and... Boof! I happened to get the demo, and also the sniper. That was just a series of, like, really good luck, and also picking up on it. Sometimes the game can kind of swing both ways like that. You can get really unlucky and die randomly, or you can get really lucky and not die. And in those times, you've, you know, kind of got to make the most of it and try and kill people. Like here, look. Medic's 85%, he's healing people with his crossbow, he's not turning around. Oh, Medic's on 0% now. I also sapped the sentry. Not only just to kill it, because it's unlikely I'd actually get it killed. Mostly just to waste that NG's metal and time, and help our team push through. Had he have put it up to level 2, our team might have had some difficulty pushing through, but that wasn't the case. Always good. If you're about to die, always sap the sentry because you'll waste their metal. And because sentries are such a perfect thing, you have to have it 200 metal to level them up each time. So by sapping that, I was preventing him from leveling up his sentry anything above a level 1. And here, our team's having some difficulty pushing. A pyro appears out of nowhere, but thank God the Spicicle exists. So I'm like, oh, I want to get the sniper. He's the most important thing here. I'm also noticing the NG is not turning around. When they're wrangling, I noticed they always... Oh, look, he's just completely... just does not care. Maybe I'll get the sniper, maybe I'll get the heavy. No. No, I just jammed the knife in his face. I don't like that. This heavy kept doing that this entire game. I tried to backstab him, and then sometimes he'd just randomly turn around. And if you're wondering about the speed-ups, I'm doing this in-game. I recorded this from a demo, and I used my demo config to randomly speed up and slow down time when I thought it was important. NG again, tunnel visioning, and, you know, maybe I'll get the sniper or something. Yeah, maybe not. It's important to get the sniper here, but it's important not to just die randomly. So I wait a second before taking the ammo pack, because I knew he'd probably notice. I'm like, okay, let's just go upstairs and maybe we can kill something. There's probably a demo up here or something. Where is he? He's not appearing. Oh, there he is, just around the corner. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna go at the sniper, but then bullet spread appears out of nowhere, so I butter knife him, and I die. That was just some pretty bad luck, I think. Oh, here's the heavy as well. He's about to terrify our team. I'd stop that. Something you've just got to remember is that, like, there's a lot of stuff down to practice and a lot of stuff down to game sense. Stuff like losing your aim, that's alright. It's alright to have a bad aim day. It's not good to have a bad game sense day. If you're running around throwing and making stupid decisions, that's entirely on you. You can't blame that on you being rusty. But you can blame yourself missing all your revolver shots on being rusty. That's perfectly fine. That's acceptable. You can't expect to always hit every single shot, but you can always expect to get a free medic pick for the logs. Oh, let's go. And look at this NG. Oh, kill him. Literally like a 1/10 of a second left before the demo kills me. And our team pushes. Very, very good there. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to show off some of the strengths and the weaknesses of the Invis. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time with another commentary. Bye.